What's up, Golden State Warriors fans? Today we're diving into a sea of rumors and possibilities involving two big names on the team's radar, Davon Mitchell from the Toronto Raptors and the superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo. What could these potential additions mean for the Warriors' future? Let's explore how these moves could impact their quest for another championship and whether the team is truly willing to take the risk. Here, we bring you all the news and speculation to keep you, Warriors fans, always in the loop. So, you know the drill, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated. Your participation is essential to strengthen our community. Let's get straight to the point. The Warriors are facing a tough challenge with DeAnthony Melton's injury. He's out for the rest of the season due to a torn ACL. Melton was proving to be a key piece for the team, especially on defense, allowing Stephen Curry to focus more on the offensive side. Without him, Golden State urgently needs a solution. In this context, Davon Mitchell's name, nicknamed Off Night for his defensive prowess, has been circulating. Mitchell is a fierce defensive force, and rumors suggest the Warriors are willing to trade Kevin Looney and second-round draft picks in 2026 and 2028 to acquire him. But is it worth it? Mitchell is known for his ability to shut down opponents and could give Curry even more freedom on offense. Additionally, he's shown playmaking skills, averaging nearly 6 assists per game. On the downside, his 29.4% shooting from three-point range remains a weakness that might hold him back. Kevon Looney has been an essential part of the Warriors' recent success. His solid defense and rebounding have helped the team secure championships. However, staying competitive often requires change. Looney has proven to be a team-first player, but his departure would undoubtedly be a significant loss. Mitchell is in the final year of his rookie contract, with a salary of $21 million. This makes him a financially viable option for the Warriors, especially considering the team's defensive needs. But is he really the missing piece? So, Warriors Nation, what do you think? Would Mitchell be a valuable addition, or would losing Looney hurt more than help? As rumors about Davon Mitchell gain traction, an even bigger name looms in the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Milwaukee Bucks star is at the center of speculation, and the Golden State Warriors might be eyeing him if the situation in Milwaukee becomes more uncertain. Even with Damian Lillard's arrival, the Bucks are struggling with consistency. With a record of 8 wins and 9 losses, they seem far from being true title contenders. Additionally, the roster around Giannis is aging, raising concerns about the franchise's future. If the Bucks continue on this trajectory, Giannis might reconsider his commitment. And if that happens, the Warriors will surely be ready to make a move. Imagine a team with Giannis dominating the paint, Stephen Curry commanding the perimeter, and Draymond Green leading the defense. This combination would be simply devastating for any opponent. Giannis would bring physicality, versatility, and a dominant presence in the paint, qualities that could perfectly complement the Warriors' style of play. The Warriors have already shown they're not afraid to make bold moves, as seen in their attempt to land LeBron James last season. A player of Giannis's caliber cannot be ignored, and with some of the team's current stars aging, such a move could extend the franchise's championship window. Of course, any deal involving Giannis would be extremely complex and likely very costly in terms of assets and key players. But for a team looking to solidify its legacy in NBA history, the reward could be worth the risk. What do you think, Warriors fans? Would bringing Giannis be the perfect move to secure more titles, or should the team take a more conservative approach? With so many possibilities on the horizon, the future of the Golden State Warriors is as uncertain as it is exciting. On one hand, there's the opportunity to bolster the defense with Davon Mitchell, though at the cost of Kevon Looney. On the other, there's the dream of acquiring Giannis Antetokounmpo, which could completely transform the team's dynamics. Melton's injury has highlighted a defensive weakness that needs addressing. Davon Mitchell could be a direct solution, albeit with limitations on offense. Meanwhile, Giannis is a game-changing move, but would require dramatic roster changes, possibly including the departure of foundational stars. With Curry, Green, and Klay Thompson nearing the later stages of their careers, the Warriors need to act quickly to maintain their relevance. Should they trust the current core, or is it time to bet on significant changes? To better understand the possible paths for the Golden State Warriors, we need to analyze how each option could impact the team's dynamics in both the short and long term. Pursuing Davon Mitchell or Giannis Antetokounmpo isn't just about adding talent, it's about adjusting strategies to maximize the roster's potential. Historically, the Warriors have always balanced defense and offense, but in recent seasons, defense has been a point of fluctuation. De'Anthony Melton's injury has exposed this gap. Without an elite perimeter defender, Curry and Klay are overburdened on both ends of the court, reducing the team's overall efficiency. In this context, Davon Mitchell would be an immediate fix. His ability to pressure opposing point guards could not only ease Curry's workload, but also create quicker transitions for explosive offensive plays. Mitchell's defense, nicknamed Off Night, is renowned for frustrating opponents, and on a team like the Warriors, he could thrive in an already well-structured system. On the other hand, if Mitchell doesn't improve his long-range shooting, there's a risk of compromising offensive spacing, a critical element in the Warriors' ball movement and three-point shooting system. Giannis Antetokounmpo, on the other hand, is the type of player who elevates any team to the next level. His presence would make the Warriors even more versatile, something Steve Kerr could fully exploit. Imagine a lineup where Giannis serves as the primary playmaker, freeing Curry to move off the ball and find open spots for his lethal long-range shots. Moreover, Giannis is an elite defender capable of guarding multiple positions and protecting the rim efficiently. His relentless energy and on-court leadership perfectly align with the competitive mindset of players like Draymond Green. However, there's a significant cost. Acquiring Giannis would likely require sacrificing young talents such as Jonathan Kuminga or Moses Moody, along with future draft picks. This could jeopardize the Warriors' long-term future. Timing is everything in a potential Giannis trade. If the Milwaukee Bucks continue to disappoint this season, there might be an opportunity for the Warriors to step in. Giannis's contract is also a factor. If he becomes a free agent in a few seasons, the Bucks might prefer to trade him now to secure valuable assets rather than risk losing him for nothing. In the case of Davon Mitchell, the negotiation seems simpler. The Toronto Raptors are not in full rebuild mode, but given their inconsistent performance, they might consider accumulating draft picks and letting go of Mitchell, especially if they don't plan to re-sign him next season. Before diving into bold moves, it's essential to evaluate what the current roster can still offer. Stephen Curry is playing at an extraordinary level, and Draymond Green remains the team's defensive anchor. Klay Thompson, while still a great player, has shown signs of inconsistency. Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody have displayed flashes of potential, but are they ready to take on larger roles? Steve Kerr has shown confidence in developing young talent, but with the pressure to win titles, time might not be on the Warriors' side. Kevon Looney, meanwhile, is a warrior in every sense of the word. His departure, while painful, might be inevitable if the team wants to adjust for a new phase. We can't ignore the fact that Curry and Green are closer to the end of their careers than the beginning. This puts the Warriors in a delicate position. Go all in to maximize their chances now, or start transitioning for the future. Bringing in Giannis or Mitchell would send a clear message that the team is still committed to pursuing championships while their stars are in their prime. But how would that impact the team's chemistry? Now we want to hear your opinion. As fans, we know that every decision has an emotional impact on us. Seeing players like Looney, who have given so much to the team, traded away is tough. On the other hand, the thought of an MVP like Giannis wearing a Warriors jersey is too exciting to ignore. What do you think? Davon Mitchell, the immediate defensive upgrade the Warriors need? Giannis Antetokounmpo, the bold move that could secure more titles? Stick with the current roster, trust the chemistry, and develop the young core? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The Golden State Warriors are much more than a basketball team. They are a global community of passionate fans who live and breathe every play. The expectations surrounding the team are immense, and rightly so. Few franchises manage to maintain such a high standard of excellence for so long. But this same passion can bring challenges, especially when the team faces periods of uncertainty, injuries, the aging of key players, and the increasing competitiveness of the Western Conference place the Warriors at a crossroads. It's the perfect moment for fans to unite and support the team, regardless of the decisions that are made. After all, every move, whether it's a blockbuster trade or a commitment to the current roster, will be made with one goal in mind: keeping the Warriors at the top. Looking more closely at Davon Mitchell, we see that he represents a profile the Warriors love, a hard-working player eager to prove himself in a competitive environment. Beyond his defensive skills, Mitchell also brings energy and intensity that could inspire his teammates. However, to be truly effective with the Warriors, he would need to improve his shooting efficiency. Steve Kerr's offensive system relies heavily on floor spacing, which could pose a challenge for Mitchell. On the other hand, under Kerr's guidance and with help from specialists like Curry, there's potential for him to improve in this area. An interesting point to consider is how Mitchell would fit into the defensive scheme. Alongside Draymond Green, he could form a lethal perimeter defensive duo, helping to contain explosive players like Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, and Devin Booker, who have caused trouble for the Warriors in recent seasons. On the other hand, the idea of bringing in Giannis Antetokounmpo is a dream for any franchise. The Greek Freak is not only one of the most dominant players in the NBA, but also a force capable of completely changing a team's trajectory. With the Warriors, he would be a unique asset, elevating the team to another level. The combination of Giannis with Curry and Green would provide the Warriors with a perfect blend of experience, talent, and physical strength. Giannis, already an MVP and NBA champion, understands the pressure of playing at a high level and would bring a winning mentality to the locker room. From a technical perspective, Giannis would add a new dimension to the Warriors' offense. His ability to drive into the paint would force opposing defenses to adjust, creating even more space for Curry and Klay's long-range shooting. Defensively, Giannis is one of the league's best rim protectors, and his presence would solve many of the defensive issues the Warriors have faced this season. But the main question remains, what would the Warriors be willing to sacrifice to bring in Giannis? Trading young talents like Kuminga or Moody might be too high a price for some fans, but for others, the opportunity to add Giannis is irresistible. One often overlooked point is how the NBA market and financial landscape directly influence trade decisions. While the Warriors are one of the league's most valuable franchises, they operate within a complex financial structure. The team already has one of the highest payrolls in the NBA, and adding a player like Giannis with a massive contract would further increase costs. However, for Joe Lacob, the Warriors owner, on-court success often justifies the investment. Bringing in a superstar like Giannis would undoubtedly boost the franchise's market value and attract even more global attention to the team. On the other hand, smaller moves, such as trading for Davon Mitchell, are more financially viable. With a more affordable contract, Mitchell would not only help the team on the court, but also allow the Warriors to maintain flexibility for the future. There's also the possibility that the Warriors decide to stick with the current roster and trust in the return of injured players like DeAnthony Melton to restore the team's balance. This approach has its advantages. First, the team already has established chemistry, something that could be disrupted by the arrival of new players. Second, the Warriors have a history of trusting internal development, and young players like Kuminga and Moody still have much potential to explore. But is this approach enough to compete in an increasingly strong Western Conference? Teams like the Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers, and Phoenix Suns are constantly strengthening their rosters, and the Warriors need to keep up. Stephen Curry, more than any other player, defines the success of the Golden State Warriors. His unique ability to transform games and lead the team is the reason the Warriors became a dynasty. But at 36 years old, Curry cannot carry the team alone. The next season will be crucial for Curry's legacy. He's still in MVP form, but time is running out, and every decision by the front office should be aimed at maximizing the team's chances of success while Curry is still at his peak. Draymond Green is also a critical factor. His defensive leadership and connection with Curry are invaluable, but like Curry, he is nearing the end of his career. The pressure for results is immense, and every season without a title feels like a missed opportunity. So, fans, we want to hear from you. What should the Warriors do? Bring in Giannis? Bet on Mitchell? Or trust the current roster? The NBA is a league of bold decisions, and each choice can change the destiny of a franchise. Here on the channel, we'll continue to bring you the most relevant updates, analyzing the scenarios, and following every step of the Golden State Warriors. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything.